Shelby.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What you want to do? I know you're new at this, but when I want to stop, you want to bring the song down a little bit so people can hear me talking.
Got it. We had I thought we had the problem with the volume, but we're good. I get it now. God, sorry.
I'm not sure. So he's saying that you think sometimes it sounds deeper in these headphones than it does at home, right?
Yeah.
That is something. But I was watching Chris going crazy. Do you agree with him or not?
That has been an issue, but it was blasting in my ear. I was having a hard. It was drowning you out a little bit, at least in my headphones in here.
But do we know which side it's on? Have we listened to this yet?
I was listening to it last night.
I'll just say this, because I know we're putting together stuff with the new show. Who was responsible for Colin's plug?
I wrote that.
That's not Shelby?
But I was told that it was good in my ear from Shelby.
Now, have you gone to Colin Quinn LongStoryShort.com?
Yes, I have.
What did you see there?
I saw dates for January.
Fez, would you go and do it?
Mm-hmm.
Go to LongStoryShort.com. LongStoryShort.com, Fez. Fez, LongStoryShort.com.
I'm clicking on tickets and info. Colin Quinn 2012 performance dates.
Bad.
Okay. So, that's something we got to get. I mean, Jeffrey Gurian, you know, he's a friend of yours, and it's great that he comes in, but a person wants to be plugged correctly.
For something that they're doing currently.
Yes.
It helps.
I mean, that is...
You send people with a time machine.
Did you go to LongStoryShort.com? Is all I asked you.
I went to Colin Quinn LongStoryShort.com.
Go to LongStoryShort.com. That's what people are telling me to do. I can't get anybody to listen. So, yeah, when I said that was somewhat embarrassing.
No.
Now, I'm not going to get mad, because we're a new show. Right now, we're all being run, But you can see things are working. That having Colin in here was hysterical. I was laughing like a little kid. I was wiping tears out of my eyes.
Me too. My eyes were... Yeah, he's amazing. And I don't think he was upset about that at all.
Yeah, but I'm just... Well, let's plug him for where he is, because I want to be a professional show, Jeffrey.
Yeah, well, he's touring with his new show, Unconstitutional, and tomorrow night he's going to be in New Orleans at the Joy Theater, and then the next night he's going to be in Dallas at the Wiley Theater. So make sure that you go out and see him, because it's an amazing show.
He plays himself down, and he's traveling around doing theaters, and he still plays himself down.
He's a humble guy. He never, to talk to him, he's doing nothing. His shows are so unbelievable. In Long Story Short, he talked about the history of the whole world in 75 minutes. In Unconstitutional, he talks about American history. He's a fund of knowledge. He does research, like he was saying that.
And we don't even research to go and look at his site. We don't even do that.
It took him a year to write Unconstitutional.
You look like you're in tears. You look like you're so upset. What are you upset about?
I'm just really upset about the lack of communication, and I'm upset. I really wanted to talk about the 42 public shamings, and that got derailed.
You're not having a good day.
No.
Shelby, what are you upset about?
I should be upset, but I can try to be a little more upset just to match the mood if you like me to.
What's he saying?
I don't think he's that upset.
Do you even understand that we don't know what you're saying when you start to use words?
You're fucking talking circles around yourself. It doesn't even make sense.
Are you upset, is what I'm asking?
Not really. I get that the problems we're having, but we just need to communicate better.
Look, here's the deal. We just had Colin Quinn in here. We're laughing our asses off. Chris gives us the wrong thing. Who cares? Shelby doesn't understand fucking music. Who cares? Who's going to be the regular plug guy?
I am.
And then somebody else has got to check that plug. And we also check it against the guests when they're outside, right?
That's why I was told plug's good. That's why I thought it was okay.
Why would you say the plug's good?
Because I was told by Fez that the plug was good.
I never told you the plug was good.
So you're telling me 3 different guys that know that the plug was good.
I never said that. I said they're ready to go. The guys are ready to come in.
But you check the plug, right? When you go out there. That's your thing.
I never got a plug.
I guess you were asking me, plug's good. made it seem like you're telling me that it is, but
that never happened. I never mentioned a plug to you.
But why would this
you
be
little prick?
Now, why are you mad at him?
Because he's bringing up something that never happened.
Yeah.
He tried to torpedo the 42 public shamings before the show even started today.
What happened there?
Why do we have to have so many? why do we have to have so many?
All right.
I'm not deaf.
That's what I don't understand.
All right, let's not make fun of people with speech impediments, you know? They come to it sound like you were doing a special needs person. Now, what do you... So... You're angry because he didn't like the thing before the show. This was going to be your big shining moment.
This is what I wanted to do today. Wanted to talk about.
You got to do it.
He didn't. I asked him, if he wanted to contribute last night.
Yeah.
Sent a pile of shit that I couldn't even use.
This is up on the iBang of 42 public shamings. And I got to say, Fez, it's gorgeous.
It's fantastic. The editor did a beautiful job putting it all together.
Yeah. Shelby, why did you send in shit, and then why did you try to make Fez feel bad about himself?
Well, I guess I send in shit because we don't really communicate. We just have Vito tell me to pull some apologies. I don't really know what.
Chris, did Vito, the intern, give Shelby, the producer, instructions on this? I don't think it's how it happened.
Sounds like they did that. Why would you listen to Vito and not me?
Before the show today, Fez, you were crying a little bit.
Yeah.
To me. What were you crying about? You said you tried to get everybody up?
I'm trying to be a more positive Fez, be a more up Fez. Of course, today, disaster area.
Yeah.
But Monday, when the new show was starting, I tried to explain to Chris Stanley and Shelby, our producers, what a great opportunity this is. Now on Raw Dog SiriusXM Comedy Hits 99.
I'm not calling it all that long. It's too long for me.
And I said, this is a really good opportunity for the show. This is great. We don't know, what can build out of this. And that's for everybody in this room, not just me and Ronnie. And I was really trying to get the guys excited about the new show. And this is what I got. Yeah.
I don't sound like that.
I got ugh. And
I never said ugh.
What did you want to
yes.
get, Fez? What did you want to get?
I just wanted to at least be acknowledged in the meeting, and I know you want pre-show meetings, and I tried to do one, and I got and ugh.
All right, while you're bringing about pre-show meetings, how about just somebody just check the other guy's work? That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about.
If Shelby knows all the correct information, why is he keeping it to himself and not sharing it with Chris?
Shelby, did you know this was a bad plug?
I did not see the plug sheet. I know we had talked about unconstitutional before the show, so I assume that's what it was
I saw
on.
the thing that your sheet was done, and it looks like it's perfect, and I brought up some of those facts to him about the Constitution, and it was all great, but then when I went to read the plug sheet, I had the wrong thing, and then, of course, Jeffrey and then we're like, oh, wait, whatever you do, you've got everything wrong now. But we fixed it. We moved on. But you're devastated from this, Fez?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think Fez gets a little too upset, Jeffrey?
I think that was a disaster.
I can't judge how upset somebody gets. People get as upset as they need to be.
That's true. Okay.
There's no range of upsetness. It's like not a scale. People internalize. They just react the way they react, He's got a lot going on.
Fez, can I have a dead man cert?
Yes, you can.
DMC in the house.
So your problem was, Fez, you wanted to talk more about your 42 things.
Yeah, the 42 public shamings. That's on the iBang.
I thought it went great. Maybe you shouldn't have went through it one at a time. We couldn't have done 42 of them.
No.
What happens is they're so interesting that it led into conversations.
Right.
As he said them, people would react to what he was saying.
Right.
So you'd need like a whole segment to do that because they were very, they were inspirational.
Right.
It would be hard to just stop and just do the list without commenting on them.
You got to comment.
Right. I understand that. I never intended to do all 42 public shamings and apologies.
What is it that you didn't get to do? 36 of them?
No, I think I did 2.
Oh, no.
And it would have been great to get Colin's input on that.
He was giving input. He was loving it. We all loved it. It was great. It's a nerve-wracking thing for people who speak in public. You could be a writer, you could be a performer, a comedian, a radio host, a television host, and everybody could get mad at you. Maybe that's something like you should have brought it up like that instead of maybe you were just reading too much.
No, but your lead was what brought up the concept of political correctness in comedy. It was because you did that's what led him to talk about, how people are so sensitive these days.
And I think there's really an amazing part of this that there is.
It's a little late. Fez.
Oh man,
it's a little. I mean, we had the opportunity to do it. You stopped talking about it. We were all talking about it.
Well, then the tough crowd conversation started that Jeffrey brought up. So it went in that direction.
What should have Jeffrey said? 42? 42 shamings?
Maybe if we had just stayed on that topic.
Well, it's the maybe. When you're
instead of spinning Colin's head around 42 different directions.
Well, it's all... Yeah, I kind of feel like you're making it worse a little bit, Fez. But it's all up
worse.
It's all up on the iBang if anybody wants to read it. Is the Steve Martin one he just got in trouble with? And I'm not going to go through it. Fez should have done that earlier. But the fact is that they're all up
thoroughly, So
you can look at that if you want to see it. I believe
there's a ton in just the past 2 weeks.
It's up on the ibang.com or Colin Quinn's longstoryshort.com.
Don't go there. It's Colin. No.
What's his new thing called?
It's Colin Quinn Unconstitutional.com. That's where you can get tickets, dates, everything. Colin Quinn Unconstitutional.com.
How did you not know that? You don't read when you look at things?
And
then did nobody check? 3 different guys checked this, and we were still wrong.
Yeah.